been dreading this moment since my freshman year banquet. One, I had to speak in front of everybody, and we all know how much I love public speaking. And two, that means my college basketball career has officially come to an end, and that makes me very emotional. To be honest, I had no idea where to start because how could I stand up here and speak on 5 years condensed in minutes? It's literally impossible to tell you all how the past 5 years have made me grow into who I am today, because the girl that walked onto campus in June 2017, which seems like forever ago, is nowhere near the woman who is standing here today. I want to first start off by thanking everybody in this room today for being here and sharing this day with us. I also want to thank you all for the continuous support for our women's basketball team this year. We would not have been able to accomplish what we had accomplished without your support and the support of the Youngstown community. I also want to thank Ron Strollo for everything he has done for our team and athletics as a whole. Those things do not go unnoticed. And I want to thank President Tressel for always supporting us and showing up to our games. I want to thank Dre Smith and John Vogel for what they do for our program and myself. I can't thank both of you enough for your support throughout the past years. I want to thank Mike and Janet Murray for always supporting us, even on away trips. Jack and Sperry for always having us for our Christmas dinners. I want to thank Frank and his wife for always providing us food when needed and supporting us throughout the year. I also want to thank the boosters and donors that support the women's basketball program. Your support never goes without notice. I, of course, want to thank my parents and my family. If anybody knows my parents, they know that they have always supported me throughout my career. They would literally drive through the night just to make it to a game. They've been my rock for the ups and downs, the good games and the bad, and I cannot thank you both enough for your continuous support and to push me and support me through everything that I do. I do want to thank my brothers, Tyler and Zach, who have always pushed me to be the best on the court. I'm sure my parents can tell you all about the days of playing Zach 101 and me running into the house, slamming the door because he may have beaten me. Don't mention that I said that. I also want to thank my grandparents. I'm sure not many of you know this, but I lost my grandpa this past year on November 30th. It was a Tuesday and 2 days before probably our biggest week of games early on in the season. He never missed a game of mine. He always texted me during the season, and he was truly one of my biggest fans. Being away from home and getting that call is something I wouldn't wish on anybody, but having a team like we did this year, it made things okay. So I want to thank my grandpa specifically. I know he's watching down, and I wanted to say thank you for always being my biggest fan and always rooting us on. I want to thank my coaches. Without you all, I would not be who I am today. Specifically, I want to thank Coach Barnes for giving me the opportunity to wear the Penguins jersey. Without that opportunity, who knows where I would be today. I remember my very first possession in a college game. I got subbed in at Pitt. I was freaking out. We were playing Pitt. I remember I took the ball out of bounds, and as I passed it in, I stepped over the end line. Whistle blows, turnover, sub back out. And I look back at that and I laugh because I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but I always take the ball out the past 4 years. So I want to thank you for putting your trust in me on the court and always putting me in the position to succeed each year. Without you allowing me to be myself, I wouldn't have had the career that I've had, and I can't thank you enough for everything you have done for me, whether that's on the court or helping me off the court as well. Coach Nick is my position coach, so every time we did individual workouts, he was killing me during them. I'm sure you got annoyed with me at times, but whenever I had texted you asking to rebound for me, you didn't hesitate to say yes. He's also the main one who always got on me, telling me I need to be more vocal during practices and on our team. I'm not sure if I ever met your expectations with that, but I can definitely tell you the player that was here in 2017 is a whole lot quieter than the one standing here today, and I thank you for that. Coach Glover, she was my academic coach. I want to thank you for always supporting me on and off the court. I want to thank you for always staying on top of my school and my grades, and thank you for always being that person to help us through those practices we didn't think that we would make through. Coach Butler. Every time I say Coach Butler, she goes, "You, nobody calls me that." I don't know why, but you'll always be Coach Butler to me. Maybe it's because we have the same name, I don't know. But I don't know if you remember this, there was this day in practice I was not doing good. I was struggling in practice, probably getting yelled at. I was very stressed off the court. It was one of those times where you just want to start crying, but you can't because you're literally in the middle of practice. Anyways, you came over to me and you asked if I was okay. I was clearly not okay. But whenever you feel like crying and somebody asks you that, it automatically makes you want to just bust out crying. Pretty sure I told you I was okay, but I wasn't. But I want to thank you for being that type of coach. You're going to always ask if they're okay, and we need those types of coaches, so I thank you for that. My teammates, what's understood doesn't need to be explained, but I hope you all know how much you mean to me. Of course, I've made many close friends and have built relationships each year I've been here, but I've never been on a more cohesive team in my career. What people may not know is that we truly care about each other. These women are some of the most genuine people I've ever met in my life. Whenever somebody was down, there was somebody there asking if they were okay. They'd see me at my highest and they'd see me at my lowest. We would run through brick walls for each other, and you can't find that on many teams these days. It didn't matter who scored, who got the recognition, who was playing, all that mattered was winning to us. We'd been through more than what people think, and it all prepared us for what we had accomplished, and that's winning a Horizon League regular season championship. I've mentioned it to you all before, but be present. Enjoy every second you have on the court. Enjoy every hard drill and every hard practice, because I'm telling you right now, it flies by. Feels like yesterday I walked onto campus as a freshman, and now I'm standing here. So be present every day and practice like you don't want to have any regrets when you're done. And I just want to thank you all for truly making my last season the best season yet. With that being said, my experience here at YSU has been nothing but amazing. I'm a student athlete. I go through ups and downs like any other student athlete, but through it all, Youngstown has made me a better individual. I could stand up here and talk about the past 5 years and everything about them, but I would be standing here forever. I remember my first day on campus for my unofficial visit. I told my parents that if things work out, I want to go to school here. And obviously things did, because Coach Barnes called me later that summer. I felt it from that moment on that Youngstown State University was the place for me to go. I feel like the entire past 4 years have all come full circle to me standing here today. I've always had one goal. Everybody that knows me knows that I've always had one goal, and that was I wanted to win a Horizon League championship. It's a team goal that we've had since I've been here. Past and present, it's always been a goal. Each year, Coach Barnes gave us sheets of individual goals, team goals, and personal goals, and we had to fill them out before our individual meetings. Each year under team goals, it was written, win the Horizon League. And obviously each year we didn't until this year. When we won at USC, it was very hard for me to reflect in the moment because the tournament came so fast and that was the next goal. I'm not gonna lie, I was very hurt by the loss against Oakland, and if I'm being honest, that's probably the hardest loss I've ever had to experience. But when looking back on the season and reflecting the past month, we literally were the best team in the Horizon League for the entire season. We never left first place. We may have been tied at points, but we never dipped past first, and that's more impressive to me. I want you all to understand that what we accomplished this year is far from easy. It's hard being at the top. Like I'm telling you right now, it's very hard being at the top. You wake up each day with the pressure of being the team to beat. You have the pressure of playing almost perfectly each night because everybody is going to give you their best game. Pressure comes from expectations. Pressure is a good thing, but it's hard. What we went through as a team is not easy, but it can be done. It started in the summer, from day one. We put in the work. A lot of people ask me if I'm going to miss it. Am I going to miss playing basketball? I'll be honest, I will not miss certain things. I will not miss the film sessions. They were brutal at times. I will not miss chair ball handling and having to run for missed layups. I will not miss 3-minute defense, 3 stops in a row, the prowler on the football field, and Paige can assist to that. Carrying a large rope up the Stambaugh Stadium stairs, not letting it drop, zigzags, those tempos, and much more. Although I won't miss those things, I will miss putting on the jersey, running out onto the court with my teammates, the bus rides, the locker room celebrations, the emotions that come with playing big games, hanging out with my teammates, and playing in front of all of you. The relationships I've built along the way are most important to me, and it starts with everybody here today. I always ask myself if I've done enough for this program. Have I given it everything I've got? That was one of the reasons I came back this last year. I felt like there was this unfinished business. I felt like there was this goal and job left undone. I remember when our season ended last year, Connor, who was our strength coach at the time, made us fill out a goal sheet. Obviously those goals were on there to win a championship, to be all league. Well, the other goal I had on there was to train and practice with no regrets. That was the biggest thing I wanted to do this year, play with no regrets and leave with no regrets. And after this year, I can honestly say I really gave you guys everything I had left in the tank, and I truly don't have any regrets. Putting a Penguins jersey on has been nothing but a blessing to me, and Youngstown will always hold a special place in my heart. My playing days may be over, but like I've always said, I'm a Penguin forever.